good times. News on demand. Go to 570WKBN.com. Bad credit, no credit. Special financing available at Donnell Ford, Market Street, Boardman.
At Fairway Ford in Canfield, new 2015 Ford F-150 XLTs are 22% off with no exclusions. Call 330-5334 or fairwayfordohio.com. Now, an important message.
This is a severe thunderstorm warning for Mercer County and Venango County, effective until 4:17 p.m.
Printing 570.
Great thanks on large support.
Get the latest. We could get an agreement this week. Stay connected.
Major problems.
On Youngstown Warren's only news radio.
Do you use turn
The
signals?
more you learn about your insurance coverage, the more gaps you might find. Like how you thought you were covered for this.
Check out my new
Do
edition.
you use turn signals?
His new master
It's the
bedroom.
law.
You're really only covered for this.
Check out my new edition.
Wow, a Murphy bed.
Now you see it. Now you don't. Or how you may be covered if you drive your car into a pool.
That pool came out of nowhere.
But not if you drive a carpool. Talk to a farmer's agent about what gaps might be hiding in your insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Attention homeowners, I've told you before, and if you missed out, I'm telling you again, rates are dropping to another historic low. Hi, I'm Wesley Hoagland with Westland Financial. Why pay more if you don't have to? Whether you're buying a home or refinancing, we can do this with no closing costs. That's right, no points, no fees. Even if you refinanced in the last year, we can still probably save you money. So don't delay.
Call Westland Financial today. 1-800-684-5908. That's 1-800-684-5908. 1-800-684-5908.
All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how you can save hundreds or thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial.
Call Westland Financial today. 1-800-684-5908. That's 1-800-684-5908. 1-800-684-5908. And MLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender. It was a summer night like this. You and she parked by the lake and your song was on the radio. All these years later, it still is.
Our song. Why do we take it there?
The soundtrack of summer memories on our iHeartRadio app. To the lake?
Yeah.
Millions of songs, thousands of stations, all on your phone for free. Open our iHeartRadio app today or listen online at iHeartRadio.com.
Dance bands every Friday and Saturday at thefireplacepoland.com. The Fireplace Restaurant and Lounge. 5 Points, Poland.
10 dimes? That's all you need for any size soft drink or sweet tea. $1. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Hey, keep it cool this summer. Call Massa Heating and Cooling in Girard. 330-545-6063. Your authorized Bryant dealer. Currently 77. And from News Radio 570 WKBN, onward we go here this afternoon. That's the big tie-up. For the longest time, as long as I can remember, there's always been controversy when it comes to auto workers and what they make. I can remember this going back for as long as I've been doing this. Honest to God, everybody's been belly aching and complaining about the auto industry. And then, do you remember when the two-tier system came in where they said, well, the old guys are going to make this, but the new guys are going to make this kind of stuff? You know, it was substantially less than the old wage and that kind of stuff to keep the business afloat. And then things went south, obviously, you know, with Chrysler and General Motors and that kind of stuff, and where that all headed. But now they're in the negotiations again. And GM and Ford want to cut labor costs that are $8 to $9 per hour higher in U.S. plants owned by Honda and Toyota. So $8 to $9 an hour higher than plants owned by Honda and Toyota. Labor costs, pretty significant. So they say right now, long-time employees, $29 an hour. Entry-level workers earn $19 an hour. Seem out of line or not? Don't know. 729-9977, 1-800-777-5700 gets you through to us here this afternoon. We keep an eye on the weather as well as the rain comes down. And severe thunderstorm warning for Mercer and Venango till 4:17. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Mahoning County until 4:50. So keep that in mind as I take a glimpse of the radar, as I see, in portions of our area, like where I sit here in Boardman, just starting to push into the Boardman area as we speak. But obviously in other parts of our listing area, 338, News Radio 570 WKBN. First, Bill on the south side. Bill, hello there.
Ron, whatever happened to equal work, equal pay in this country?
Well, what does that mean?
Well, if you do the same type of job as the guy next to you, you should make the same amount of money, shouldn't you?
I guess that's pretty much a thing of the past, isn't it?
Yeah, but isn't that a sad thing? I mean, look what happened in the auto industry. Years ago, we're going to buy Japanese steel because it's going to be less expensive. We're going to go to the robotics because they don't take a break. They don't, need any time off and stuff like that. And the cars never came down in price. All they did is go up. You never had lease programs years ago because people were able to put 20% down and get a car loan.
Or buy it.
That's exactly. And then now they're up to 7 years on a car loan. Used to be 3 years and you own the car.
Yeah, and now more people lease than they buy.
And when people complain about wages, $20 an hour is too much money. That's only $40,000 a year. What type of life are you living on $40,000 a year? And that's not taking all your deductions out. It's not a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of life is Rick Wagner, who we couldn't do without when they were going through this? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
We can't get rid of Rick Wagner. There's no way. We can't do that. He should have been voted out by the shareholders, and he wasn't. He got a golden parachute that he wasn't supposed to get. You ever look into his severance package, what he gets from General Motors? But yet when it comes to, it's $58 that we got to pay these guys per hour for their hospitalization. Look at Rick Wagner. What does he get per hour? What's that towards the cost of the car?
So you're here to say that you don't think it's out of line?
Heck no, the wages have been stagnant, and they're making millions and millions. They're opening a brand new plant in Mexico, $360 million, okay? But they always come back to the worker, and it's just filtered down in this country, and it's sad. The wages are stagnant. You want to make a decent wage, there's something wrong with you nowadays. You're greedy if you want $20 an hour, but when they make millions and millions of profits, how come they're not greedy?
I think it's a legitimate point. I have a tendency to agree with it. I mean, it's a changing philosophy, man, in this world anymore these days. I mean, it's much different from when I was younger, my father's generation, to how it is today. And it's not necessarily better. It's just a different philosophy today. I think you bring up a lot of good points. Underemployment's a major problem. Of course, you got a marketplace you got to compete in too. I mean, they're merely saying, hey, look at what Honda and Toyota pays, what their labor cost is, and ours is significantly higher. And whether you like it or not, we're all in the car business, trying to sell a car.
You know what? It's about time the United States starts worrying about the United States and the people that we have in it instead of this stupid global stuff. Worry about the people that live in this country first. So we make a good wage. The more people making a good wage, the better your economy goes.
I have a tendency to agree with that, and I thank you for it. News Radio 570 WKBN. Let's go to Bill. Bill, you're on the air.
Hi, I'm of the older generation, and I can remember when by the third year, if you bought a new car, by the third year you needed another car. I think cars are much better made now. I don't care about recalls or anything.
Oh, I gotta give you an aye, Captain, on that too. I can remember when as a young kid, my dad, the cars would rust out really fast. The gas mileage sucked. They're far superior today. You're absolutely right.
Case in point, I wanted to buy a truck, a runaround truck, just a little truck, because I'm retired. I found one. I had a friend of mine as a car dealer. I said, I want something really nice. The whole thing. It's